I'm in Italy checking out Ubisoft's swashbuckling, ship-sailing, sea shanty Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. Try saying that 10 times fast. And while I'm here, I'm going to be chatting to some experts to see just how authentic the pirate experience in the game is. Swashbuckling, ship-sailing, sea shanty, swashbuckling, ship-sailing, sea shanty, swashbuckling, forget it. Anyway, for Assassin's Creed 4, Ubisoft were not just content with fighting their way through different periods in history, they wanted to give players the entire Caribbean to explore. And to do it, they give you a ship and an entirely new assassin.
In Assassin's Creed 4, we follow the life of Edward Kenway. He's a pirate. Very early in the game, he comes into contact with the Assassins and Templar. He kind of crosses paths with the Assassin-Templar conflict. And being a pirate with selfish motivations of his own, he thinks that he can kind of work this conflict to his advantage and become a man of sort of riches and infamy.
But while the order of assassins in the game has strayed into the fictitious territory, the pirates of the time were very, very real. They just probably struggled to write down their history with their hook hands. So where did Darby get his information?
The first place to go when you research the golden age of piracy, this is the period from 1650 to about 1725, is a guy named Charles Johnson, Captain Charles Johnson. His book, The General History of Pirates. This book literally came out 6 years after Blackbeard's death, and it's a collection of kind of fantastical reports, rumors, and news clippings of actual real pirates of the day. In terms of media, I didn't watch too many pirate movies. I found them a little bit too fantastical, a little bit too campy. And even books like Treasure Island and Peter Pan, those kind of begin the Victorian age rehabilitation of pirates as dashing rogues.
So, pirates didn't buckle swashes or have improbable love triangles with Keira Knightley and Orlando Bloom. But according to historical weapons expert and all-round sword-fighting ninja Mike Loads, they did use plenty of weaponry, just like the assassins from AC.
Pirates used a whole range of weapons because they had a whole range of jobs to do. You need big artillery when you're chasing a ship down from a distance. You need muskets when you're trying to clear the decks from relatively close by. You need pistols as you go over the side. You need boarding pikes and boarding axes when you're really laying about them, or cutlasses, or daggers when you're below deck and there's no space at all. So they had to have this wide arsenal of weapons.
So plenty of weapons is a pirate staple, but apparently most of them weren't that interested in killing. Just ask one of the most infamous pirates ever, Blackbeard.
I'm not a man accustomed to murder, Captain. And if you'd taken quarter, you'd not be sleeping now.
I actually meant the guy playing Blackbeard in the game, but whatever.
People, say or think of him as the Scourge of the Seven Seas, but he invented this kind of persona, which enabled him to, a very clever thing to do, enabled him to be successful as a pirate, but keeping the body count to a minimum by using his reputation. He understood the power of reputation. If your reputation precedes you and people are absolutely terrified, then they'll more than likely give up whatever booty they have to save their neck.
So, whether you see them as dashing rogues, vicious killers, or just poor souls with terrible depth perception, it's hard to deny the simple fact that people love pirates.
People like them because they fall squarely in the middle of a kind of freedom fighters slash criminals. It's the same reason I think we like gangsters today. I think pirates are actually kinder than gangsters. You know, pirates weren't that interested in murdering people. There were certainly a few dastardly pirates, but most pirates were just bank robbers on the high seas, and I think we can all kind of, you know, with the passage of time, we can all accept some robberies, especially when it's against empires, you know.
One man's cutthroat is another man's captain, and it's this level of ambiguity that seems to lie at the heart of Black Flag's motley crews. And in that way, the pirates of Assassin's Creed 4 seem way more authentic than a certain Mr. Sparrow.